Hey family, I need y'all to rock with me till the end. Now, I shared this info some years back, but I want to share it again because I'm putting together a series that's going to go more in depth on this information that I'm about to share with you. So I know y'all see this flag and think it's some racist European flag. Well, that's wrong. It ain't. This is our flag. This is the flag we created and flew in the Chickamauga Battle of 1863 in Tennessee from September 18th to the 20th. This is our flag. This is the flag we created and flew in the Chickamauga Battle of 1863 in Tennessee from September 18th to the 20th in the Civil War. We created this flag. We flew this shit. Our ancestors did. Don't let these crackers lie to you, man. And you know we kicked their ass. Also, what's important to note that a confederacy itself is the indigenous American way of government. So the European didn't create confederacies. This symbol is an ancient American symbol that dealt with astronomy. Walk with me right quick. Hold on. Before we move on, this is the Confederate flag. They didn't use our symbol to after us, and they perverted it like I'll show you they did with the swastika. Okay. This is an ancient Nahuatl figurine of Mexico. But this is the same symbol of the Confederate flag. Instead of the battle candle in the middle, it has a face. But that has something to do with astronomy, not what you're thinking. These ancient symbols represent the above so below concept or astronomy that we implemented on Earth, like the swastika. Now, different symbols represent different constellations. Mostly, you'll find some symbols that can be different and represent the same constellation depending on what tribe is depicting it. Here you can see it all together, right? Now these symbols, the mounds, pyramids, effigy, mostly are only dealing with the concept as above, so below, or the study of astronomy. We have ancient energy stations along with pyramids, mounds, and temples built in specific locations because of our knowledge of astronomy and understanding that what happened above directly affected and resembled the below or the earth. Just like what happens above the surface level on earth affects what happens beneath the surface, and it actually mirrors the surface, if y'all didn't know that. That's what our ancient ancestors implemented and tried to do or did with the study of astronomy. That's why when you do the research, and you'll find that our ancient structures align with the ley lines or energy spots on Earth and the stars above. Now, this is what's known as the Swastika calendar or the Baptun long count calendar, right? Let me give y'all a better picture though. It's a better picture as you can see the swastika symbol much better here. Now, this represents the Polaris star within the Ursa Major constellation. Ursa Major is also called the Big Bear, and some of the stars or some of the same stars used in Ursa Major is used for the Big Dipper. So you can apply the Big Dipper to this too, I guess. So now you see how Polaris, right, is the star in the middle right there, right? And then you see the four corners or four seasons. This is the basis of the swastika. This is where the swastika comes from, astronomy, not that racist shit these Nazis try to, propagate and shit. We use this knowledge and more to know when to plant and harvest, migrate if needed, among creating deities like Kukulkan and Quetzalcoatl, right? From astronomy, from our knowledge of astronomy. We're going to go, if y'all want to check out this video where I just screenshotted this, it's on my page or on my YouTube channel. But in this upcoming series that I'm creating, we're going to go a lot more in depth with the study of astronomy, pyramids, mounds, deities, and the whole nine. It's called As Above, So Below, on the way. But one last thing too, because I want to share a video that's attached to this. The war bonnet, headdress, That shit wasn't used how these fucking natives be using it. They don't even know what it's fucking for. They always be taking our shit and using it wrong. It had to do with astronomy. Again, it had to do with Kukulkan or Quetzalcoatl or Quetzalcoatl, the divine feathered serpent. Now, I got into that previously on other content and videos. Y'all go check it out. I believe with the Mayans and Montezuma, 3 parts I got on there. I spoke on it briefly in there, but I'm going to get a lot more in depth with this upcoming series I got. But I want y'all to listen to this last part on how Dr. Ali break down what the war bonnet really meant.
A mantle of feathers down to his feet. All right? A mantle of feathers. So we were on the other day and they said, oh, this is a war bonnet. This is a war bonnet. All right? A war bonnet. It's not a war bonnet, homie. I'm going to show you why they wore this mantle of feathers and what it had to do with astronomy. It had nothing to do with anything else but astronomy. It is Kukulkan or Quetzalcoatl. He's wearing, in the 1500s, he's wearing this right here. This is what he's wearing. Right here. This is what he's wearing. This mantle of feathers. All right? This is Kukulkan. All right? You see the feathers are coming out of the back. You can literally see these feathers. All right? And I'll show them in real time, like I showed in the lecture. Look at this right here. The only reason that the Ahau wore feathers is because it represented 7 Macau. 7 Macau was depicted as a bird. And it's called 7 because it deals with the 7 pole stars. The Quetzalcoatl or Kukulkan was called the feathered serpent. All right? 7 Macau is the reason why the chief wore feathers. All right? And the chief, or the Ahau, wore these feathers because it represented the constellation Draco, which they saw as a constellation that never set, which is why they depicted it with feathers as a bird and a serpent. The constellation is a serpent, all right? Draco, the serpent, and Macau is the bird hovering above. And this is the basis of the tune and the back tune system of calendar count. All right? This is the basis of that system. And so, if you do not know the astronomical and calendar-based system of the Shi, who are being misnamed Olmec Maya, if you don't know that, you don't know why they're wearing what they're wearing. But that tradition of the Ahau wearing that came all the way to North America. The reason why you have a state called Ohio is because it's named after Ahau. Literally. All of these names. I just showed you Tuscaloosa, Alabama is named after this chief. These terms and these names follow that. This image right here, which looks like the side of an Olmec head. Okay? The first of these, the head is called what? Powhatan. Powhatan. Right here, this glyph. All right? Powhatan is 2 words, power and tune. Tune is the calendar. Power means 4. This glyph right here, which is a classical Mayan Shi glyph, this glyph right here, Powhatan is the name of the so-called Virginia Indians that the British first met.